everyone, it's Kelly here from the Friendly Australian Disclosure Alliance. We've got a protest coming up on Saturday and I'm going to be there. It is, in my opinion, time that we unite as a group and march with our people. So I'm just putting this video out there to our members to formally invite anyone who's within the Melbourne vicinity on our page who's been tossing and turning whether or not they wanted to come to a protest and get involved in that way, to come down on Saturday and meet me and connect with all the other people who potentially may be there from the disclosure page and stand united with our people. It's going to be held at the Botanical Gardens in Melbourne. I don't actually know exactly where, and at 12 o'clock on Saturday, and I'm thinking that I'll get the details, and anyone out there within our page who is ready to stand with a non-consent vow against the deep state, whatever your ilk, whether it's you've come here from 5G or vaccines or disclosure or quarantine, or because you are a full-blown starseed indigo and just can't help yourself right now, it would be really wonderful to actually meet everyone and formally get to say hi and connect. I know this journey I've been on in the last couple of months has been so fulfilling because I've managed to, connect with some amazing people, and that's just filled my heart. And I know after all these years, as we've bumbled and fumbled our way through what is reality and what is really going on here, and have essentially buffered up against mainstream culture and jobs and economies and people and places and things and times and events, as Ramtha would say, it's actually really amazing to actually be in a group of your own peers who are on the same page, and you get to really have an experience, a real heart-to-heart, hand-on-heart, hearty experience with other people. So if that's something that might motivate or inspire you to come down, I am going to be there. And we'll, if you leave a comment on this video, I'll set up an alternative message board, and for those who want to sort of make this happen, then we'll arrange a time and a place and just stand united, a united disclosure front. So I do want to toss a concept to you though as we discuss protesting. So on the parameters of this protest, what they're asking is that it's a form of exercise, that you make your gorgeous banners and statements and non-consent posters, but that you potentially wear them, like pin them to your jacket or your Superman cape or whatever outfit you're planning to wear. I should be there with flowers in my hair as I bring forth the good vibing consciousness of the flower power generation of our past, which was just so good for protest anthems and love and light consciousness. And they're asking that you pin those on your clothes and keep your hands free. I think that's how legally we're sliding and diving under all the police brutality and government tyrannical laws. What I'm proposing, and I'm just going to toss this to you, is I know that it's time that we, and I'm talking to the Starseeds and the INDIGO'S that are on this disclosure page, which many of you are, by the way, and you can't help it right now. If you hold that template inside yourself, then truth and disclosure is turning you on right now, baby, and you cannot look away. This is why we're here. We've been caused to rise right now. We can't avoid it. We can't escape it. So we're going to stand fully immersed in it, right? And provide as much guiding light as we can in these times. So what I'm proposing is that we attend this protest, and for those who wish to march with our people and represent the people of the world, then march in the protest and march with your people. If you are have a starseed or indigo template or a spiritual ilk to your consciousness, then I'm suggesting instead of marching, we stand in defense. So I'm considering the idea of actually forming a grid around the protesters, and that would actually mean us spreading out, finding a tree somewhere quite anonymous and forming a indigo starseed conscious grid around the perimeter of the protesters where it's happening, and we stand there in defense. Because this is a war on consciousness, as you know. This is a spiritual war we're undergoing. And I know when I say I'm prepared to march with my people, I'm bringing with me an army of entities. I'm bringing with me angels, guides, ancestors, ETs, families and friends from ancient times to stand with me. And I know that each one of you has your own army. So if we bring ourselves and our armies and we stand united around the protesters and we protect them, because the police brutality from the last protest broke my friggin' heart. It indicated to me that our governments and our policing communities are currently deep state. They're currently standing in the template of the dark cabal. And I feel for these police people because their brutality and acting as brutal bodyguards is all fine while they're ignorant. They are programmed, deeply programmed. They've been programmed since the day they entered the service, as are our governments. You can't really get there without it. But in their karmic fields, they're going to have to wear the associated emotional fallout as they come to realize, as disclosure draws nearer and nearer, that who they are choosing to defend, who they are acting as brutal bodyguards for, is so evil and so satanic and so dire that they are going to be offended to the cause of their very being. And I feel for them, and that's going to be a rough ride. It is, however, everyone's individual journey as we go through disclosure, and we can't wear it for everyone. So, as far as we are concerned right now, that's not our path. Our path is to go in there and protect our people as they march for our rights, as other people around the world march for our rights. So, I particularly am very keen to stand off to the side of the march and project an army of love and light, my own grid, a template to seek defense of our people, protection of our people, and lay ethereal arms in front of our people to protect them from the deep state programming and brutality of our police force. So if that inspires you guys and you're on that same tangent, then let's talk about that, because I think that's where I'm going to put my energy. But whether you come to join me in spiritual defense or you come to march with our people, I welcome you all from the Friendly Australian Disclosure Alliance to come and meet me and join me as we do this. I would be most honoured to meet your countenance and make presence with you. I'd be most overjoyed to shake your hand and to welcome you formally into my life and the life of this community. And together, potentially, if the universe sorts it out, we can meet, maybe have a drink afterwards or some food. I don't know what's even available out there in the real world at the moment. But either way, for me, it would be my honor and my pleasure to actually meet you guys. For everyone who's in Victoria and Melbourne, I'm going to be there. I do not give my consent. I would never give my consent to the deep state, and I'm bringing my army. So, come and join me. Leave a comment down at the end of this message, and let's make this happen. I know for certain there's at least at least a dozen of us going down there. So you will be in the finest company, masters on this planet, as we march headfirst into this extraordinary moment towards full disclosure, and most importantly, into this great awakening. I'll see you guys on Saturday.